Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Saturday night. Glad to have you guys back in here once again on the stream for this one. And a good challenge awaiting the Boston Celtics tonight in this game as they are hosting the San Antonio Spurs. It's a battle between the number 2 team in the West taking on the number 2 team in the East in this matchup. Celtics and Spurs tonight. Celtics have won 6 straight games against San Antonio, but the Spurs team completely rising up recently, and they are a very dangerous team that can be a championship contender and win a championship, and the Celtics got their work cut out in this matchup. Boston coming off night 2 of a back-to-back, winning against Toronto yesterday, 125-117, looking to see if they can keep on continuing their momentum tonight, going up against a Spurs team who has been outstanding this year. They've won 3 straight games against Oklahoma City, the top team in the NBA, and this should be quite the battle tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys back in once again on the stream for this one. What's good, Siegel, Joe? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in tonight for this matchup. Spurs have a 26-11 overall record. They are 12-6 on the road. The Celtics are 12-6 on their home floor. And this is just a fascinating matchup. Number 2 in the West, San Antonio, taking on number 2 in the East, Boston, in this matchup tonight. San Antonio 3-0 against the top team in the league, Oklahoma City, who has a 32-7 record. And the Spurs are coming off their best defensive game of the season, allowing a season-low 91 points to the Lakers in a 107-91 victory against LA on Wednesday. They've had quite a bit of time to prepare for this matchup since they're well-rested. They haven't played since Wednesday. The Celtics, they had less than 24 hours to prepare for this matchup, coming off a back-to-back, playing last night at home against Toronto. Celtics are rolling 24-13, a half game above the Knicks, 4 games behind Detroit. Great win yesterday against Toronto, putting up 125 on them. Toronto is number 5 in fewest points allowed this season. And the Celtics are on an absolute tear. They're 15-5 in their last 20 games. They're 5-1 in their last 6, 9-2 in their previous 11. And who would have ever imagined this year, talked about going into the season being a gap year. It was a slow start for the Celtics, but nevertheless, finding their footing and getting their way and making an impact recently for Boston and going on a humongous winning streak recently for the Celtics. What's good, Matrix in the channel? Welcome in. Because I got high, welcome back in. Beverly, thanks for joining in for this one here today. Yes, this is my studio mic, Joe. It's Blue Yeti X, what I use for my studio mic. Siegel puts out, I do love the San Antonio Spurs, but Boston Celtics always come first there for Siegel. Yeah, this should be a fun matchup. Celtics going up against Victor Wembanyama tonight. Had a double-double in the last game. He came off the bench on Wednesday. 16 points, 14 rebounds. And the Spurs smashed the Lakers. They beat them by 16, 107-91. And the Spurs didn't even shoot the ball well from three. They went 4 for 25 from three, and they won that game. They're just strong in multiple columns. Like, this is going to be quite the challenge tonight. Yeah, this should be a great game tonight. San Antonio put up 66 points in the paint against the Lakers in their last game. So their threes weren't dropping. They dominated the interior. Keldon Johnson had 27 points. Wemby, double-double in the last game. For the Celtics, just so much balance this year for Boston. Jaylen Brown went on an absolute tear in the month of December, averaged around 32 points per game. Recently, the last week, Brown, 1 week ago, had the 50-point game at night against the Clippers. But recently, last couple of games, it's been a lot of good balance for the Celtics. If Brown and White have an off night, then Peyton Pritchard and Anthony Simon step up. They post big games. So it's other guys that's been able to step up as well. Last game was Peyton Pritchard, 27 points alongside 8 assists in the last game. Jaylen Brown, 25 points, 8 assists. And then Sam Hauser, great off the bench. Yesterday, 19 points, 5 made threes. Derek White had 18. Keita had 10. Simons off the bench. Another great game for him with 15. Just overall, just tremendous balance. Luka Garza in the rotation, receiving more minutes in around like the last 10 games or so. It was Josh Minott early on who was making an impact. And then Luka Garza recently, around a month ago, Jordan Walsh was going off in the rotation. So it's other guys, when they've been able to be called up upon, they have answered the call and been able to help out the team and be able to provide a big impact. And Joe Mazzulla, props to him as a head coach, going with the hot hands. And right now, it's been recently off the bench. It's been Luka Garza. 1 month ago, Jordan Walsh. Start to the season, Josh Minott. And, I mean, it's been awesome what the Celtics have done so far. Nobody would have ever predicted that they'd be sitting at number 2 right now in the Eastern Conference. Looking to get back to the NBA Finals once again to be an NBA title contender. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype from my man Siegel on the stream. Thanks so much, brother. Really appreciate it. Games went well today. The women's team won today. So that was good because they have been struggling. They were on a 5-game losing streak. And the men's team lost. It's just a chaotic game for the men's team because the team that they played ranked top 20 in steals per game and 6th in the country in turnovers forced per game. So they played against like this ball pressure defense that did full court pressure, and they cannot withstand that ball pressure defense. They turned it over like 25 times, but that team that they played that forced opponents into averaging like 22 turnovers per game. It was insane. Like, they got a bunch of guys on the other team that they played against that would just come up with steals. Good question. This season, I'd say the Pacers. Pacers have 7 wins this year. I thought that they would drop off, but they'd be like mid-pack in the Eastern Conference without Halliburton. I did not think they were going to be this bad this season. Right now, the Pacers are actually leading by 17, 57-40 against the Heat currently. So the Pacers are 7-31. I'd say the Clippers too have been just really disappointing for them. 14-23. They've been playing better recently, but got out to a terrible start to begin this season for the Clippers. They're at Detroit. That game is currently going on as well. 20-12. Pistons lead Detroit. Other games going on today, Chicago taking on Dallas, and then Utah hosting the Hornets. That's what there is for the NBA. One game finished for the NFL. LA Rams able to squeak out the win. They were a 10.5 point favorite. Panthers covered on the spread but couldn't win. Rams win 34-31. Panthers turnover on downs, deep in their own territory in the final drive of the game. Couldn't put together a drive to march downfield and kick the field goal to force overtime. Bears hosting Packers in a 2-7 matchup. That'll take place any moment from now. That wild card game takes place. So if you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm going to be tipping off here in a couple moments from now. Yeah, Indiana Hoosiers, Miami U in the national title game. 10 seed for Miami to get all the way to the national title game. Hey, what's good, Marcus? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, I wasn't live tonight. I wasn't live last night. I had to do a lot of prep for my games this afternoon. Is the games on my stream? No. The games in person I covered are on Flow College. Those are the I'm contracted by a couple different colleges to broadcast sports, and they're contracted by either Flow College for Flow Sports to stream live sports or ESPN Plus. So that's who they're contracted by. Those games will never get put on my YouTube channel. Those are provided by the colleges. I don't go with my laptop to show up and stream games on YouTube. That's connected on Flow College through the university sites. And then whatever I put up on my personal YouTube channel, that's stuff from demo links that they send to me after the broadcast gets archived. I put together like 10-minute, 15-minute video clips of like highlight reel stuff from my broadcast demo links. So that comes from the games that I broadcast, but those are used for my demo. Usually I put those together in the summer. Probably won't be putting together a lot of that stuff until probably June or so right now, because I got like a full pack schedule of stuff going on. I'm probably not going to be streaming that often coming soon, by the way, because I just got my winter and spring schedule, and I got a bunch of games that I took. I will not be live on Monday coming up for Celtics Pacers. I have a basketball game for college basketball coming up on Monday, so I will not be live on Monday. Probably I'll be live on Thursday for Celtics Heat for the next one. The week of the 25th through 31st, I will not be live any of those days. I got a bunch of college games that week. I think I have like 6 games within 7 days from the 25th to the 31st. So yeah, it's a lot going on. My full-time employer today, they sold to a new management group, so it's a bunch of stuff going on recently in my life. I actually did not do top 5 picks either because I got home pretty late after the game. The game that I covered today for the men's game went like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Both teams shot around like 30 attempted free throws in that game. It was 98 to 86 was the final score. Celtics, great balance during the last game. 6 guys in double figures, 54% from the floor shooting. They shot 50% from 3. 89% at the free throw line. Excellent splits during their previous game for the Celtics, and also efficient. Only attempted 28 threes, which means they provide balance getting to the paint. They scored 62 total points in the paint. Celtics went 14 for 28, 50% even from the perimeter, and they barely missed at the free throw line last night. 17 for 19 at the free throw line. They were plus 9 in the glass, 40-31. Just an excellent victory, an efficient win over a Raptors defense which ranked 5th in the league in fewest points allowed. And this Celtics offense has been tremendous for them. They are number 2 in the NBA in points per possession behind Denver this season. And just at the top in offensive efficiency. Defensive efficiency, when they're without guys like Drew Holiday and Porzingis, without them anymore in the team, that defensive efficiency, they're not as great defensively this year. It's dropped, but the Celtics have been making up for it based on how they've been able to score. Tonight, they're going to have to compete extremely hard on the glass. This is a great rebounding team for San Antonio. They're great on both sides of the basketball. 8th in scoring, 7th in defense. Number 2 team in rebounds per game, number 3 in defensive rebounds, number 2 in points in the paint. Celtics will need to defend at a high level as well, inside the interior, against the San Antonio team. They're one of the best paint offenses in the entire NBA. They're first in defensive rebounding percentage. If the Celtics go ahead and win this game, you can thank the perimeter shooting. The weakness of the Spurs has been their perimeter defense. They rank 18th in the NBA in perimeter defense, 20th in three-point shot making. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Hugo Gonzalez, Neemias Queta, the starting five for the Celtics, going up against Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Julian Champagnie, Harrison Barnes, and Luke Cornett. The starting five for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama will be coming off the bench today for San Antonio. He came off the bench during the previous game as well against the Lakers. Spurs without Devin Vassell tonight. Celtics without Josh Minott. Sam Hauser is also out as well. So Hugo Gonzalez is making his second career start tonight. So no Sam Hauser tonight in night 2 of the back-to-back. Yeah, good question. Duke and UConn play each other. Who would I pick there for national championship? Yeah, really good question. I probably lean UConn more based on like older guys on that team. Cedric, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Jeffrey, glad to have you back in. Edith, welcome in. Yes, Wemby will be playing tonight. He's coming off the bench in this game. Celtics with the black jerseys tonight. Green numbers, green letters for this matchup. Going right to left on the floor. San Antonio, silver jerseys, black numbers, black letters. Luke Cornett going up against his forward team. Cornett and Queta at the half-court logo. Referees will have a redo off this opening tip as we are underway. Celtics control the opening tip. First possession of the game here for Boston. Peyton Pritchard. Bounce pass into the hands to Derek White. White at the wing of the perimeter. Slides it off to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up inside the key. Spin cycle. Pritchard a fall away. 14-footer off the back rim. No good. A rebound secure by Champagnie. Opening possession now for San Antonio. And San Antonio attacking the rim. They will score. De'Aaron Fox up and in off the backboard. It is good for 2. Celtics now, their second possession of the night. Derek White, top of the key off the Queta screen. Frees him up for a 3. Left off the rim, no good. Rolled out of bounds, and it will be Spurs basketball. We're just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Spurs second possession. Castle at the low block, floats up the shot, no good. Off the back rim, Queta tried to save it and knocked it out of bounds. And out of bounds past the baseline, it will stay Spurs ball. Yeah, that would be insane if Jaylen Brown wins a ring without Tatum. Holy smokes. Out to the corner for San Antonio. Barnes moves it off to the wing. Champagnie jacks up a 3 off the rim. No good. A rebound secured by Queta. You'll live with that if you're the Celtics. San Antonio, 20th in the NBA in three-point shooting percentage. Gonna have to work really hard to defend the paint tonight. Pritchard lobs it up over the top for Queta. Denied out of bounds as Luke Cornett broke up the pass. It will stay Celtics ball. Luke Cornett knows the Celtics play scheme better than anybody else in the league playing in Boston the past couple seasons. Read that lob perfectly. Pritchard was trying to lob it off for Queta. Hand off to Brown. Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. First basket today for JB. Celtics on the board. First minute and a half of action. Stephon Castle at the top of the key. Dribbles up, working on Hugo Gonzalez inside the key, bouncing bodies. Floats the pass off to Cornett at the low block, puts up the shot, rattles in, and it's good for the deuce by the former Celtic, now Spur, Luke Cornett. Brown attacking at the baseline. Follow-away jumper, deep 2. Tough one, no good. That's a tough shot there by Brown. A rebound secure by Cornett. Castle up the floor for San Antonio. Castle off the Cornett screen, dribbles up to the elbow, puts the ball into the hands to number 30, Julian Champagnie, top of the key with Cornett. Not a three-point shooter as he hands it off to Fox. Fox straightaway 3, sizzles it. From downtown, De'Aaron Fox rips down the triple. 7-2 San Antonio right now. Celtics with the possession. Brown lobs it off to Queta, top of the key. Hand off back over to Queta. To the hands to Brown at 12 on the timer. Queta sets the screen. Brown dribbles up. Brown drives downhill to the cup. Working out. Cornett scores up and it off the glass with a right-hand layup. Jaylen Brown, the change in tempo, change of speed, allowed him to score right there, right past his former teammate Luke Cornett. Missed three, off the rim short by Champagnie. Rebound secured by White. Celtics down by 3. White cross-court connects with Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up to the elbow. Pritchard now at the low block, circles around, inside the key, outside off to Hugo. On top into the hands to White. White 10 on the timer, fires a bullet down low. Hugo, shovel pass, off to Keita, scores. Up and through, it's good for 2. Nice little extra pass right there by the rookie out of Spain, Hugo Gonzalez. De'Aaron Fox at the top. Dribbles up to the elbow. Finds Champagnie. Pops up from deep. Straightaway 3 off the back rim, no good. White tips up to Hugo for the defensive rebound. Celtics pass midcourt. Pritchard at the wing of the perimeter. Lobs it off to Brown from the far side corner. Jaylen Brown defended by Champagnie. Right baseline dribble. Brings along the double team. Bounce pass behind his back off to Keita, who scores it. Rattles it in for the deuce. That was sick right there off the bounce pass by Jaylen Brown to set up Keita. 1 point advantage for the Celtics. First lead of the game here for Boston. Castle dribbles up, drives downhill, bounce pass, taken away. Derek White comes out with a steal. He was looking to send it off to Cornett. Shovel pass, Brown downhill, right to the cup, scores up and off the backboard. Defense translating into offense right there for the Celtics. 8-zip run right now for Boston. Champagnie. His pass broke it up out of bounds. It'll stay Spurs ball. Great game plan coming in here for the Celtics. They are stacking the box and forcing San Antonio to make threes on you. That's exactly what they did against Denver. The problem is that the Nuggets are #1 in the league in three-point shooting, so they bury those shots from the corner. San Antonio, not a good perimeter shooting team, 20th in the NBA. The Paul George special right there. Missed 3 from the corner, hit the side of the glass by Julian Champagnie. Celtics 13-4 in their last 17 games, best record in the NBA since December 1st. Brown missed a 3 straight away. White tipped it back to Brown for the offensive rebound. Brown fires a bullet down low off a bounce pass. Derek White goes wrap around, scores the layup. Timeout on the floor taken by San Antonio. The Celtics surging right now on a 10-zip run to the first timeout, as we will head over to timeout number 1 today after a quick break. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Tops gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Tops jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Wow, what a start in this game currently. Just going to update these box scores for the first time tonight. A couple really just incredible possessions the Celtics have had. Wow. Fantastic start for Boston. They were down early. This team will not quit. Playing with just an excellent mentality tonight, right out of the gate in this game. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you guys are new in the channel. To the first time out we are on tonight in this game. Celtics led by Jaylen Brown. Big time 1 week ago. I think he's going to be big time tonight. Over his player prop tonight for Jaylen Brown, showing up against big opponents recently. 6 points already for JB in the first 4 minutes. Keita with 4. Derek White with 2. Brown, by the way, 2 assists. He has improved big time as a playmaker. San Antonio, Achilles heel this season for them has been 3-point shot making, 20th in the NBA in perimeter shooting. Right now it's showing they're 1 for 6 from 3-point range. Celtics allowing Julian Champagnie to attempt shots from the perimeter. He has been breaking those shots. The last one he took, he missed poorly off the side of the glass for him. Yes, I got the Patriots winning tomorrow. I think it's going to be close. I get the Patriots 20-17 tomorrow, but the Chargers, with their injuries to their offensive line, Justin Herbert's coming back after the hand injury, and yeah, I think they're going to have some issues tomorrow defending up front. So I like the Patriots in that game. Tight one, though, for the Patriots. They haven't played a defense this good this season. Going forward in the playoffs, the defenses that they're going to play, whether it's going to be the Chargers coming up tomorrow, whether it's going to be the Texans next round or the Jaguars, they're going to be playing better defenses that they have played compared to anybody else in the regular season. Back to action, Castle lobs on top into the hands to Harrison Barnes. First time on the floor for Victor Wembanyama tonight as he receives it at the elbow. Broken up by Jordan Walsh. Wemby got it back towards the near side. 6 in the timer. 3-point shot gets launched by San Antonio. Around the rim and out. Missed by Castle. Rebound secured by the Celtics. First time of the court for Luka Garza tonight. San Antonio 1 for 6 from the floor. Celtics 0 for 2 from the perimeter. Brown at the elbow. Outside to Garza. Garza 10 in the timer into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard at the top of the key. Dribbles up. Drives on Keldon Johnson inside the paint. High off the glass. Got it. A drop. It is good. Up and in off the backboard for Peyton Pritchard. Celtics working really hard to score these buckets. 12-zip run in the last 2.5 minutes. Castle sneaks his way around. Scores the layup plus the foul. And the one coming up at the free throw line for Stephon Castle. Second-year player of the UConn. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in here, being a part tonight on the channel. Next stream for me will probably be on Thursday next week. Celtics against Heat. I will not be around on Monday. Coming up, I got a college basketball game that I'm covering on Monday night. Free throw is good by Castle. 3-point play complete. Celtics have possession. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Slides it off to White at the left wing perimeter. White dribbles towards his right as he gets bumped into and fouled. The clock will stop with 6:40. Great start here for Boston right out of the gates to open up this game right now. White on the floor with Pritchard, Garza, Jordan Walsh, Jaylen Brown. Peyton Pritchard shovels on top. Garza pops up for 3 straight away. He sinks it. Luka Garza, bang, bang from the top of the key. Great start right now for Boston. And a loose ball. Celtics force the steal up the floor with Peyton Pritchard. Into the hands to Jordan Walsh. Soars up, trying to dunk it down. Missed the slam dunk, though, as he couldn't finish with a right-handed flush. Back it goes to the Spurs. Quick up the floor. Keldon Johnson. Right baseline dribble from the corner. Sneaks his way around. Missed the layup. Contacted, though, and fouled. 2 free throws coming up on the line for Johnson. What's good, Ward? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Yeah, I saw the ending of that game, the Rams-Panthers game. Really good finish to that one. Hey, what's good? Alex, welcome in. Yeah, I'm taking a course on Sunday nights for like a cohort class. It's led by an ESPN broadcaster. His name's Rich Hollenberg from ESPN. So I believe he's the number 2 college basketball guy on ESPN behind the Dick Vitale crew on ESPN. He usually does the ESPN 2 games. So it was West Virginia, Cincinnati he did earlier this week. I think he has UCF tomorrow. Free throws are good at the line by Keldon Johnson. 5-point game right now. As we approach the midway marker of the opening quarter of action, Jaylen Brown dribbles up as he's defended. 1-on-1 now, top of the key, working his way on number 2, Dylan Harper, the rookie out of Rutgers. Outside, Walsh, push pass into the hands of Pritchard. 8 in the shot clock, turns to the corner, drives on Castle. High arcing shot by Pritchard, no good, missed it over Castle. 6'6", defending 6-0. As he goes back to San Antonio. Wemby at the elbow, defended by Walsh, into the hands of Castle. Kick out quarter. Corner 3 by Harrison Barnes. Bricked off the back rim, no good. Walsh tips it around off to Jaylen Brown for the defensive rebound. Jordan Walsh active defensively so far. Put up to the task to defend Wemby. Jaylen Brown leaning forward into a 3. Draws contact, gets fouled, and this should be 3 shots here coming up. If it was on the shot, it should be 3 coming up at the free throw line. If the referees place this ball on the free throw line, award them the shot. They will not. Okay, so they will not. According to the refs, it is before the shot. So foul occurred before the shot. Charge to the Spurs. Celtics will get the inbound. First time in the court tonight for Anthony Simons. Jaylen Brown towards his left around the perimeter. 12 on the shot clock. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up Garza. Slides it off to Pritchard. Pritchard, 8 on the shot clock. Outside Brown. Pulls up from deep. Rainbow on a 3. Connects on it. Bang, a bang. Trifecta from downtown for Jaylen Brown. Sweet stroke on the shot right there. 9 points by JB on 4 for 6 from the floor. Barnes cans the straightaway triple. Big response right back by San Antonio. Under 5 minutes left to go in the opening quarter of action. This game's got flow to it. Jaylen Brown lost it, stole it away. Castle, open dunk. Throws it down with authority with a two-handed flush. Yeah, it's just ball pressure right there at midcourt. Celtics will try again. Pritchard past the timeline, taking on Castle. San Antonio is really doing quite the job to pressure the basketball. Jaylen Brown tripped up and fouled. Wow. Last minute or so, San Antonio all of a sudden started to bring physicality, flustering Jaylen Brown. They stole the ball from Jaylen Brown at midcourt the previous possession and just tripped him up off the dribble around the perimeter. What's good, Jane on the stream? Thanks for joining in. Wow, tough one there for Indiana State. Pritchard off the inbound. Pull-up J straight away. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Keldon Johnson. Out of the pack. Spurs with possession. Dylan Harper. Outside top of the key. Up fake with number 40, Harrison Barnes. To the corner with Harper. Harper dribbles towards his right. Inside the key. Takes on Pritchard. Outside to Sohan. On the 3. No good. Can't make it. Around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Johnson. 10 on the timer for San Antonio. As they work their way around the perimeter, they miss another three-point shot. Pritchard collects the defensive rebound. San Antonio is a brutal three-point shooting team, and it's showing right now. Simons, runner, teardrop, floater, no good off the rim. Short to rebound secured by San Antonio. Defensive battle between these two teams right now. Sohan on top off to Johnson. Open 3 straight away off the back rim, no good. These guys do not have the shooting stroke with them as Jaylen Brown controls the defensive rebound. Yes, Wemby is on the floor right now. Wemby yet to score. 5 minutes, 0 points. Yet to attempt a shot to begin this game right now for Wemby. Celtics are just stacking the box. Props out to Joe Mazzulla. Less than 24 hours to game plan this matchup. Number 2 team in the West who has swept Oklahoma City 3 times this season. And they stacked the interior after San Antonio dropped 66 points in the paint on the Lakers. And they forced San Antonio to take threes, which they're just not a good perimeter shooting team. Jaylen Brown at the wing, taking on Wemby, one-on-one off the crossover. Jaylen Brown, step back 3 over Wemby. He's got it. Oh, baby. Bang, 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 bang from the perimeter. Jaylen Brown, big-time 3 for the MVP of the league. If he continues to do that with a major step back over the tallest player in the NBA, Victor Wembanyama. Missed layup by San Antonio. Simons tried to kick it out to the corner, broke it up out of bounds. It'll be San Antonio basketball. They're showing a replay once again. Jaylen Brown, a step back 3 over Victor Wembanyama at the wing off a high arcing rainbow of a shot. 2:54 left to go in the first quarter of action as we head over to a timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. Jaylen Brown showed up big time tonight in this matchup, sticking a 3 off a 6 step back over Wemby. It's absolutely sensational. Jaylen Brown, double figures. First one to get there tonight. He has 12. 5 for 7 from the floor, 2 for 3 from the perimeter. 4 points by Keita, 2 points each by Pritchard and White, a 3 made off the bench by Garza. San Antonio led by Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox each with 5. Wemby yet to score so far. 5 minutes played, yet to attempt a shot to begin this game for Wemby. What's good, Michael? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Vegas, glad to have you back in, brother. 23-17. Big challenge tonight for the Celtics. Night 2 of a back-to-back, taking on the number 2 team in the Western Conference. San Antonio perfect 3-0 against the top team in the NBA, Oklahoma City. Major challenge, a top 10 team in offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency with the Spurs. Spurs good on all sides of the court. The only weakness is perimeter shooting and perimeter defense. That's basically it for San Antonio. Those are the 2 weaker spots on their team for them. As we get back to action, San Antonio will take a 3 at the wing, and that's no good off the mark. A rebound. Well, Celtics had a chance for that rebound. They left it out of bounds, though, off their fingertips. It will stay Spurs ball. Yeah, my clock's actually a little bit behind. I had to fast forward my TV. So, yeah, thanks for the update there. That 3 happened a while ago. So, I think my TV was frozen, so it was like a half second behind. Sohan on a 3. Missed it from the corner. Rebound secure by Walsh. Celtics with possession. Up the floor with Anthony Simon. Simon steps into a rhythm. 3 straight away off the mark. No good. Wemby controls the defensive rebound. Spurs left to right on the court with possession. Wemby at the wing of the perimeter. Finds Sohan on the outside. Wemby. Baseline here. And the Spurs turn it over. Down to 2 minutes left to go. In the opening quarter, Brown gets the way outside, stepping into a 3. Luka Garza buries it from the perimeter. There's some really good basketball going on right now for the Celtics in this game. Wemby on top finds De'Aaron Fox. Minute 40 left to go in the opening quarter. Keldon Johnson, runner inside the paint, swoosh. He's able to connect on the deuce. My classes are at 8 o'clock on nights on Sundays. Jaylen Brown on the outside takes on Stephon Castle. Bounce pass off to Garza. Slides it off to White. Jacks up a huge 3 from the TD Garden logo 30 feet away. Couldn't make it, though, off the back rim too long. Wemby controls the defensive rebounds. Spurs slow it down. Keldon Johnson at the top. Into the hands to Wemby around the perimeter. Slides it off towards his left. De'Aaron Fox. Push pass corner. Sohan takes on White. Bounce pass to number 4, De'Aaron Fox off a step back 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. Deflected out of bounds off San Antonio. Celtics stacking the paint, forcing San Antonio to take 3s. And the Spurs are bricking them left and right. 2 for 14 from the perimeter to begin this game. Celtics are 4 for 9 from 3, providing balance. 11 for 21 from the floor. 4 for 9 from 3. Celtics plus 4 in the glass, 13-9 on rebounds. The referees switched this call, by the way. Initially, they pointed Celtics basketball. Now they've reversed it. So it will be San Antonio ball, 58.3 seconds remaining. Yes, I'll be missing like the first hour for the Patriots game. Inbound goes to Wemby. Wemby inside the paint. Shovel pass off a triple team as Johnson let it right over to Castle. And Castle missed the layup. Johnson, though, got the tip in. 45 seconds left to go to close out the end of the opening quarter. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown at the top. Comes off the Kata screen. Dribbles towards the elbow. Brown spin cycle towards his right. Follow-away jumper. Deep 2. Off the rim. No good. Tapped off the glass by Walsh. Battle for the rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Jordan Walsh. Yeah, I think that's going to depend on the health of Victor Wembanyama. If come playoff time, this San Antonio Spurs team, if they win the championship, Wemby is going to have to be fully healthy on that championship run. They have shown that they can beat the Thunder multiple times. 3-0 against OKC. Jaylen Brown, final 5 seconds left to go. Outside White. White pops up for 3. No good off the mark. Tipped around at the buzzer. Celtics put it in, but it was after the buzzer, so will not count. And at the end of the opening quarter, Celtics textbook defensively to begin this game. A 26-21 Boston to the end of the first quarter of action. A 5-point lead for the Celtics as we head over to the second quarter. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, so at the end of the first quarter of action, Jaylen Brown, another Saturday, another big start today. 12 points in the first 12 minutes on the floor for JB. 5 for 8 shooting, 2 for 3 from the perimeter. One of the shots he made was a three-point shot that he drilled off a step back over Wemby. Just an incredible start right now for the Celtics to begin this game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Quick update to you guys, I will not be live this Monday for Celtics Pacers. I'm off. I got a college basketball game at night that I'm covering. Probably my next stream will be on Thursday. Celtics against Heat, most likely. I'm probably not going to be as live that much frequently in the future. I just got a bunch of games given to me, so a lot of good broadcast opportunities coming up throughout the next couple months. I did a college basketball doubleheader today, but yeah, I got a bunch of games coming up, like, very soon. I know for sure there's going to be no streams coming up the week of January 25th through January 31st. I actually have like 6 games in 7 days that week. One of the colleges I work for, they start up men's volleyball, so they have like a brand new program that they're doing for men's volleyball. So the guy that I work with's got me broadcasting a bunch of the men's college volleyball games. It's their inaugural season this year, so it's going to be pretty cool. I get to call the first ever home game in school history. That's coming up, I think, like late January for them, which is pretty cool. San Antonio held at just 32% from the floor. Boston, 46%. A lot of rebounds in the opening quarter, 15-10 in favor of the Celtics, as Boston deflects the pass out of bounds. So it'll stay San Antonio ball. Hey, what's good? Hockey from home. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, this game is on the NBA League Pass, or if you're from New England, it's on NBC Sports Boston, or Texas, it's on their regional network out in Texas. Miss runner by Castle. Rebound secure by Shireman. Derek White, Neemias Queta, Jaylen Brown. He's played this entire game. Baylor Shireman and Anthony Simons, the 5 in the court currently for the Celtics. White dribbles up to the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. A laser right there by Derek White. Yeah, I saw that. He just honored Luke Cornett. Johnson out of the pack. Finds Castle. Tees up a 3. Skipped around the rim and out. To rebound secure by Brown. Great start for Boston right now. Up the floor, goes to the corner. 3-point shot in the air, missed off the mark. Simons, offensive rebound. Queta soars up, gets fouled, and 2 free throws coming up at the line. The first pair of free throws of the night here for the Celtics with 11:09 left to go before halftime. That's usually a shot that Simons makes from the corner on an uncontested 3. Spurs were late to the closeout, but great job there by Queta to collect the offensive rebound. Kind of an interesting pass, cross-court, that was sent by Shireman. First free throw missed at the line by Queta. This has been a fast-moving game so far. Spurs perfect at the free throw line, 3 for 3. That was the first free throw attempt of the night by the Celtics. So this has been a game that's been played with pace, played with just a lot of defensive intensity, but not much falling going on right now. A lot of clean basketball being displayed here on the courts. 11:05 and under left to go before halftime. Fox attacks inside the paint off the jump stop. Had it stripped. Went out of bounds. And it's going to stay Spurs possession. Inbound for San Antonio. Fox towards his right. Takes the jumper. The free throw circle. Splashes it. 6-point game currently. Edge in the midcourt logo for Simons. Outside to the wing, off to White. White, jumper, deep two, connects on the J. That's great right there. Great little shot by Derek White going up on that jumper. Castle on the outside, off to Johnson. Push pass out to the wing to Champagny, finds Johnson. Johnson backs his way outside. Castle tees up a three. Around and in, buries the jumper. Hey, what's good, Gregory? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I'll see if I can do that. I guess the only downfall to that is if I post it and then, because I get this from time to time, is that the schools that I work at, like, they'll either the day of or the day before. I actually got that last week. They'll be like, hey, they'll text me. They'll be like, hey, our broadcaster just backed out of a game. Are you able to cover this basketball doubleheader for us tomorrow afternoon? So yeah, that's what happened last week. So I was actually not scheduled for a basketball doubleheader last Saturday, and then the broadcaster got sick, and then I got the text message at like 9:45 at night on a Friday going into a Saturday afternoon doubleheader. So I had to completely pivot with everything and focus on that. Yeah, that's like, it's always the worst, especially in the spring with like rainouts and stuff, because when I'm covering like games like softball and baseball, it completely throws off my schedule if there's like rainouts and things like that. Probably in the playoffs, that would be good for me to do too, is to post that schedule up, because by the time the schools that I work at are finished, I get a lot of stuff going on with my life. My full-time job, because I remember like a couple streams ago I told you guys I had no clue like whether I was going to have a job next year. The place that I work at, the radio station, we were thinking about closing like a couple weeks ago. I was told that closer was potentially in the future if it wasn't bought out. Today it got bought out from my employer, so I'm under new management starting, I believe, on Monday. I'm under a new management group. I guess they want to keep me, so that's good. So it's not like they have somebody else taking my job. I guess the positive sign is that they're going to have me cover a lot of like high school sports and stuff, because that wasn't part of what they were doing before. A lot of it was just a lot of like nonsense programming and stuff like that I have to do production for. It's painful sometimes with the programming that happens. It's a lot of like negativity that happens in the news and stuff like that. That's the program. It's not like sports related. It's a lot of like stuff in the news. Spurs put up the shot. No good off the glass, too long. Left by Castle. Rebound secured by Gonzalez. White, Keita, Gonzalez, Simons, and Shireman. The 5 in the court currently. White off the dribble towards the elbow. White floats it up over the top, looking for Keita. Missed the lob as it hit the front rim. It'll go down as a shot. Bodies collide. Down towards the half-court logo as Gonzalez took a big-time shot right there as he was defending down the far side on the pass by Castle. It's called a defensive foul charge to Gonzalez. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, hopefully the buyout's going to be good news. So it goes under a completely like new ownership group that I'm going to be working at. I guess I have to like talk to the new person about like covering high school sports for the station I work at. So it's good for me because it gets me out of the building, which I work 8 hours a day in 4 walls in the production studio, no windows. And it's pretty dark in there. And a lot of the people that I work with, it's more like state representatives and stuff like that. Like a lot of people on like different side of different areas. Simon slides it off to White. Back into the hands of Simon to the wing of the perimeter. Approaching 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Simon shovels off to Garza. Back into the game. Garza, 3 in a timer. Follow away. Free throw circle off the back rim. No good. A rebound secured by San Antonio. It's been a defensive grind of a game right now. The Spurs struggling mightily. Celtics done a great job at game planning for San Antonio, stacking the box, forcing them to take threes. Wemby forced up corner 3. No good. A backdoor layup off the putbacks. Good by Champagny. Yeah, this will really be the game that turns people's heads and puts the whole world on notice what the Celtics can do. Missed the layup by Simons as it goes back to the Spurs. Under 7.5 left to go before halftime. Corner jumper, no good off the back rim, missed by number 43, Lindy Waters III for San Antonio. On top of Wemby off the offensive rebound. Jumper straight away. Wemby drills it. And it's a 4-point game right now. Joe Mazzulla will burn his timeout here. San Antonio, a little bit of a run that they've got on, cutting the deficit down to 4. Wemby silence until that made shot in the game for Victor Wembanyama. That's his first made field goal in 9 minutes tonight, coming off the bench, as he is now up to 3 points. Timeout on the floors. We're going to head to another timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. All right, so right now in the timeouts, if you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate it for being a part here on the channel. Steve, thanks for joining in, bud. Beverly, thanks for joining in. Wow, 55 years being a Celtics fan. Yeah, glad to have you guys all on the channel tonight for this one. Glad that I was able to cover it, too, tonight. I was actually running like quite late. This is my third basketball game I covered. So I had 2 games I was working at for college games today at 1 and 3. The men's game went super late. Didn't get done until like 5:30, 5:45. There was like a combined, I think, around like 28 free throw attempts for both sides in that game. The final score is 98-86. The team that I cover for the home games for men's basketball, the poor team just turned it over 25 times. They faced this like full court pressure defense. They played Western Connecticut, which they're like full court pressure defense that relies upon forced turnovers. And yeah, they were like one of the best stealing teams in the nation in steals per game, and it showed today. They had like 16 steals as a team. Yeah, that 3 is the first made 3 tonight for Wemby. San Antonio led by Stephon Castle, 8 points by Castle. Keldon Johnson with 6. Wemby with 3. De'Aaron Fox with 7. Celtics led by Jaylen Brown, 12 points in 15 minutes. Other players going to see if they can step up. Derek White has 6. 6 points off the bench by Garza. Keita with 5. It's been a defensive battle so far tonight. Celtics hanging in on the glass so far. +5 in the rebound column. 21-16 against one of the top rebounding teams in the entire NBA. Only 5 combined turnovers in this game. 3 by Boston, 2 by San Antonio. Not many personal fouls. 9 combined fouls as in this entire game. 4 by Boston throughout this entire game so far. 5 by San Antonio. We get back to action. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to go before halftime. Derek White at the top of the key. Off the screen, set by Gonzalez. White, 6 in the shot clock. Step back 3 at the left wing. A laser beam for the perimeter. He drills it. Celtics with a 7-point lead. Derek White on the floor with Baylor Shireman, Peyton Pritchard, Hugo Gonzalez, and Luka Garza. Top of the key for Harrison Barnes. He's on the floor with Champagnie, Dylan Harper, Wemby, and Lindy Waters. Wemby lobs it off to Waters. Outside back to Wemby. Wemby up fake. Blows past to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez clipped him on a 3-point shot here, they're going to say, or no. They're going to reset off a side-in, I believe. Tough camera angle to see whether Wemby got fouled on the shot. He went into an up fake. Oh, yeah, that's not on the shot. That's not on the shot. Inbound over to the Spurs, and they dump it off to Wemby, who dunks it through with a right-handed flush. Wemby turning the corner, looking like the alien right there as he was throwing it down with authority. Derek White off to Pritchard. On top, back over to White. White shoots the 3 straight away, connects on it. Derek White getting into a groove right now. Back-to-back 3s for D. White. Bounce pass off to Wemby. Outside, Harper tees up the 3 at the wing. A swoosh. Dylan Harper sizzles the triple. Now we're getting going. Both of these games in the defensive battle as we started to turn the corner. Now these two teams are making shots. Hugo. Bounce pass on top off the Garza into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard at the top of the key slides it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez launches the three off the back rim. No good. Champagny collects the long rebound. Up the floor with San Antonio attacking the paint, soaring up and scoring the layup. It is Harrison Barnes who puts it through for two. Yes, Wemby is out there right now on the floor. He's on the court alongside Lindy Waters the third, Dylan Harper, Julian Champagny, and Harrison Barnes. Derek White working on Wemby. Slides it off to Pritchard at the wing of the perimeter. 5 of the shot clock. Pritchard matched up with Wemby. Top of the key crossover. Gets right past him. Pritchard lobs up the floater. Got it to go off the teardrop. It's good for 2 for Pritchard. That was a sick move right there to the cup for PP. Dylan Harper. Burst of speed. Kick out. Corner open. 3. Champagny connects on the triple. Back and forth we go right now between these two teams. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Peyton Pritchard, edge of the midcourt logo. Top of the key working on Wemby. Slides it off to White, back into the hands to Pritchard. Towards his left, Shireman. Over to Pritchard once again. Fine Shireman. Push pass. Corner. 3. White. Skipped around the rim and out. No good. Offensive rebound. New 14. Hugo. Corner. 3 again. Bullseye. It is through the netting by Derek White as he rips down the triple. Timeout on the floor, taken by the Spurs, 46-41. Derek White stepping up. 3 made threes during the previous 4 minutes. For Derek White he is up to 15 points, leading the team in this game. The Celtics with a 5-point advantage as we head over to another timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Derek White getting into a groove currently in the Celtics with a 5-point advantage, 4:22 left to go before halftime. What a game. Man, this is a great task for the Celtics here. If Boston comes out, wins this game, this would really put the entire NBA on notice. Joe Mazzulla needs to win Coach of the Year. He's done an incredible job this season. Like, the Celtics were thought to be like a mid-pack team in the East going into the season around like the back end of the play-in round or so, like in like a number 8 seed for the Celtics going into the playoffs. Right now, number 2 in the Eastern Conference, and in this first half, they are proving why they can be a top team in the NBA playoffs and be a title contender that can compete for the NBA championship in 2026. And they are doing exactly that right now. And through the shot making of Derek White during the previous last couple minutes on the floor. 15 points by Derek White, 6 for 11 from the floor, 3 for 7 from the perimeter. Jaylen Brown, 12 points in 15 minutes. He scored 12 points in the first 12 minutes of the opening quarter. Great start for those two guys tonight. Garza had 6 points off the bench. Queta with 5. 4 rebounds by Queta. Queta had 20 rebounds against the Nuggets on Wednesday. San Antonio, nobody has been able to break out in this game for the Spurs. Leading scorer is Stephon Castle with 8 points. De'Aaron Fox with 7. Wemby limited to just 5 right now. The biggest key in this game is that Wemby has been a non-factor in the glass. 1 rebound. It's in this entire game. The Spurs are 6 for 24 from 3-point range. They've attempted 41 shots, 17 shots have been 2s, 24 have been 3s. San Antonio is one of the top teams in the entire league in points in the paint offense. And the Celtics tonight have taken that away. They have put multiple guys inside the paint and forced the Spurs to kick it out to the corner to make 3s. And they're just not a good 3-point perimeter shooting team to do that. That's their weakness, is that they're just not perimeter oriented. Bounce pass off to the free throw circle. Harper, kick out, corner 3. Keldon Johnson again. That's another sign of a forced 3 from the corner off the kick out. Johnson inside the key, up over Queta, scores the layup. Arthur, welcome in. Yeah, Celtics have done great this year. Best team in the NBA for Boston, winning the last 20 games. They're 15-5. White receives it from Brown. Jaylen Brown back on the floor for the Celtics. White attacks, low block, float to the shot, gutted to go. Right past De'Aaron Fox, good for 2. Derek White on the heater, 15 this quarter, 17 points in the game for D. White. Fox, 15-foot J, straight away, connects on it. Back and forth we go. Under 3.5 left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Derek White, Baylor Shireman, Peyton Pritchard, Neemias Queta, runner. Brown off the back heel, missed. Rebound secured by Champagnie. Julian Champagnie on the floor. Luke Cornett, De'Aaron Fox takes the distance with a layup. And Keldon Johnson also on the court as well. 1-point game. Fox up to 11. Double figures. First player to get there. Turnover down the near side. Charge to Shireman. Spurs with possession. Chance to take the lead right here. Harper. Dump off down low. And it is going to be called an offensive foul. Baylor Shireman takes the charge. Lowering the boom. Dylan Harper picks up the offensive foul. Turnover charge to San Antonio. Those are game-altering plays right there. Baylor Shireman, a young player in the league, coming off the bench, takes the charge. Celtics with the basketball. Brown bobbled it through traffic, got it back. No call there, but the referee's lot going on. Brown, turnaround shot, gutted to go as he buries it right over Castle inside the key. 3-point lead for the Celtics. Keldon Johnson backs his way off to the elbow. Spin cycle as he takes on Shireman inside the key now. Try to thread the needle out of bounds, went off the fingertips of Cornett and out. Turnover by the Spurs. Just too much going on right there for San Antonio. Both teams with 4 turnovers tonight. Wemby tonight, just 5 total points in this game. Pritchard, pass midcourt with a possession here for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard at the right wing. Push past Jaylen Brown. Settles for a corner 3. A bullseye. He delivers. J.B. right down the netting. Trifecta from the perimeter. Right now, NBC Sports Boston has 53-47 as a score, unless 1 foot was on the 3-point line. My scoreboard currently is 52-47. It automatically updates with the scoreboard that it gets provided. Missed 3 from the corner there by San Antonio. Now they've upped it to a 3. So yes, that was a made 3 by Jaylen Brown. Both feet behind the arc from the corner perimeter. Derek White lost the dribble out of bounds. Deflected out by San Antonio though. So Celtics get lucky right there. It'll stay Boston possession. Yeah, both of the feet definitely behind the arc from the corner by Jaylen Brown. Rising fire in that 3, catching fire. And Jaylen Brown's in the groove. 17 for him tonight, 17 for Derek White. Brown scoring a point a minute. Derek White is almost scored a point a minute. 17 points, 18 minutes for White. 17 points, 17 minutes for Brown. That is the duo that showed up 1 week ago against the Clippers in a big way. Brown dropped down 50 tonight, responsible for 34 out of 53 points in this first half in a big-time game against the number 2 team in the West, San Antonio. 6-point game, and quick timeout here as think they're going to go into like one of those quick timeouts, but that's what we got currently on the box for the top players in this game. White and Brown with 17. De'Aaron Fox, lone player right now for the Spurs to get double figures. He has 11. After that, Stephon Castle with 8. Keldon Johnson with 8. Wemby, 12 minutes tonight, just 5 total points. Biggest difference maker in this game, Victor Wembanyama, 1 rebound. 7'6". Victor Wembanyama held to 1 rebound in the entire first half. Celtics lead the rebound advantage 23-19. It's been brick city for San Antonio, 6 for 26 from the perimeter. And they're coming off a game where they made just 4 threes in their win over the Lakers. They shot the ball horrifically from 3 for San Antonio. 4 for 25, 16% from 3. Still beat the Lakers with multiple days of rest coming in. They last played on Wednesday, a 107-91 win against LA. Celtics are coming off a back-to-back. They had played last night against Toronto. Not even a 24-hour time frame to prep for this matchup. Just sensational what Joe Mazzulla and his team has done. Minute 45 left to go before halftime. Castle slides it off the Fox. Back outside. Castle pops up for a 3. No good. Rattled out. In and out of the hands of Cornett. Out of bounds. It's last touch by the Spurs. Celtics will have it back. Boston playing physical down low, crashing the glass, battling for 50-50 balls. Boston 8 for 17 from 3. San Antonio 6 for 27 from the perimeter. Peyton Pritchard off the Queta screen at the top of the key. Back to Queta into the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard weaves his way around the free throw circle. Jumper, 15-footer off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Queta corrals it, comes down with it, gets it away to Pritchard. New 14 in the timer. Brown up fake, takes on one defender. Crossover as he is defended by Johnson, one-on-one. Brown, couple up fakes, falling away off the rim, no good. A battle for the rebound. Queta comes down with it. Queta soars up to the rim, and he scores up and in with a layup. 2 offensive rebounds, leading to a basket scored by Queta. 7-zip run of the Celtics. Castle attacks, downhill to the cup, goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line. It's charged to Queta on the shooting foul. Castle's down. Castle is injured. He's in a lot of pain right now. Man, Stephon Castle, slow to get up, hit the deck hard as he is grabbing hold to his right head area for Castle. Took a shot to the face, I believe, to Nemias Queta. Let's see. Showerman, he got past. Queta at the back end. Ooh! Got the elbow of Queta right to the right part of the face. Damn. Stephon Castle, he is now up. He is visibly shaken. Trying to shake off the pain right now. The complete right side of his face just got smashed by a heavy elbow by Queta going up trying to block the layup. 2 free throws coming up in the line here by Castle. What's good, Ron? Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. First one is good by Castle. Yeah, Joe Mazzulla deserves Coach of the Year in the NBA for what he's done. The Celtics team was thought to have a gap year this year to be like a back-end play-in team around like an 8 seed, and taking them up to the number 2 seed. It's been incredible what he's done. Second free throw is missed. Celtics back with a possession up by 7. Jaylen Brown, top of the key, off the Queta screen. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard pulls up from deep on a 3. Off the rim, no good. A rebound ripped away by Luke Cornett. Spurs with the basketball. 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Castle attacking inside the paint over Queta. Fouled again by Queta. 2 free throws once again at the free throw line for Stephon Castle. And Nemias Queta picks up his second personal foul. What a start to this game right now. Stephon Castle, no stranger to the New England region. First free throw rattled out. Played for the Yukon Huskies for college hoops. Yeah, big ouch right there. That elbow couple moments ago, that was a heavy elbow. Second free throw by Castle off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Champagnie goes up and scores up and it off the putback. 5-point game, under 20 seconds left to go before halftime. Derek White lobs off to Jaylen Brown, pass midcourt. 11-8 second chance points in favor of San Antonio. White at the edge of the midcourt logo. 5 seconds left to go before halftime. White towards his right around the perimeter, bumped into and fouled with 3.1. It's on Champagnie, who picks up the reach and foul. Derek White thought that he was going up on a shot motion. He wanted free throws there at the line. The referees will rule it a side in, coming up off an inbound for the Celtics. Jeremy Sohan will enter the game for the Spurs. And Luke Cornett will take a seat on the bench for the final possession before halftime. 4 fouls now for San Antonio. 3 seconds left to go before half. Far side of the floor in the front court off the inbounds. White gets it right back from Garza. White hoists up a 3 at the buzzer, falling away. And it's well short. And the Celtics up by 5 going into halftime, 55-50. Great start tonight for Boston. In this game, they have been carried by a duo, top 2 scorers on the team this season, Jaylen Brown and Derek White, each with 17 points in the first half of action, stepping up in a humongous way tonight. Brown, 7 for 12 from the floor, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Derek White, 17 as well, 7 for 13 shooting, 3 for 8 from three-point range. After that, Neemias Queta, he's the number 3 scorer, 7 and 7 for points and rebounds for Queta in the first half. 6 points off the bench by Garza. Pritchard and Simons, they're both going to have to step up in half number 2. Pritchard limited to just 4 points in 16 minutes. Simons limited to just 2 in 11 minutes. San Antonio, just not the game that they had hoped for from the perimeter. 11 points by De'Aaron Fox, 9 by Castle, 8 by Kellen Johnson. I expect the second half to be much, much different. Victor Wembanyama, 5 points, 1 rebound, 12 minutes in the first half. I expect half number 2 to be much, much different. Victor Wembanyama, minimal impact in this game. Despite that, San Antonio is down by 5. Celtics doing just a really great job defensively inside the interior, crowding the box, defending down low, forcing the Spurs to kick it out to corner shooters. And the Spurs just can't shoot threes. They're an inefficient perimeter shooting team. And it's showing right now. San Antonio, 6 for 27 from three-point range at 22% in the first half. Celtics, bread and butter, the 3-ball, 8 for 19 from 3, 42% from the perimeter. Celtics, 49% from the floor. Spurs, 42% in the first half. Celtics got to attack more and get to the free throw line more often. That's the issue for them. They only went to the free throw line once. They're 1 for 2 at halftime at the free throw line. Spurs are 4 for 7. That was a fast-moving first half because of barely any fouls, barely any free throws, barely any turnovers in the first half. That was a great first half. I like how the first half played out in terms of like pacing and referees letting these two teams play on, because it was some really good basketball that was displayed on the floor, and they were letting the calls keep on going and didn't blow the whistles for those. The Celtics leading the rebound margin, 26-21. That's also a good sign, too, is that Wemby has been limited to just 1 rebound. Boston going up against one of the best rebounding teams in the entire league, and right now holding their own, +5 on the glass for the Celtics. Not many turnovers. Celtics with 5 turnovers. San Antonio with 4. Points in the paint +2 for San Antonio, 24-22. So yeah, the difference maker so far, San Antonio, the inability to make a 3 is coming back to haunt them. And then the inability to make free throws. Celtics need to get to the free throw line much more. They only went once. They're 1 for 2 at the free throw line. San Antonio is 4 for 7 on free throws. So they left free throws off the board. Could have helped out the cause, made this a closer game. Going into half, it could be a 1-possession game instead of a 5-point game currently at halftime. But that's what we have currently at the half. Quick update here, NFL playoffs. Wow, Packers jumping up over Chicago, 14-3, with around 5:20 left to go in the second quarter. A couple of games going on in the NBA. Pacers breaking out tonight against the Heat, 105-81. Indiana needing a bigger win for them. They have been struggling all season long, 7-31 overall. It's the Pacers winning by 24 points up against the Heat with 7:46 left to go in the fourth. Pistons up against the Clippers midway through the third, 66-59. Mavs and Bulls, and that game's at halftime. Chicago leads Dallas 66-55, and the Cavs put up 146 earlier today and the 146-134 at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that's what's going on throughout the NBA. Mr. Top's coming up, and we'll be back in a couple of moments. Going to see if I can put that Mr. Top slide up here, and bringing in Mr. Tops in a couple of moments. All right, so we are back live right now. I put the camera a little bit lower. I got my neighbor's golden retriever here with me. So you're gonna sit, sit, Nico. My neighbor's golden retriever that we're taking care of. Nico, the golden retriever, before we get to Mr. Tops in a couple moments. Sit, buddy. Sit, sit, sit. Good boy. Here we go. Nice. Good boy. There's one. Let's get you on the screen, big boy. There you go. Nice. Good job. Sit. Sit again. Sit. There you go. So that's my neighbor's golden retriever, Nico. As we got him right now on the screen. There he is. It's quite a handful to handle. Yeah, very happy. He's nice and groomed, so that's pretty good. So he is nice and groomed. We have Mr. Tops, my tortoise, coming up at halftime as well. As I think we're all set with the gold dog. Nico did a really good job. And I'm going to put up the Mr. Tops slide here. And I'm going to see if I can go get Mr. Tops. And then we'll be back in a couple minutes with Mr. Tops in the stream. All right, here's Mr. Tops today. Mr. Tops with his proud neck that the Celtics are doing really well tonight, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, good job tonight for the Celtics. Celtics are doing great, and you're happy about the outcome so far in the first half. Yep, he blinked. He is fairly happy today. It looks like he's content, and he is hoping that the Celtics pull this one out. He's determined for a Celtics win here tonight. Will make his Saturday night much better. Right, buddy? Good job. He's doing a great job today. Any wise words for the second half? Nah, you're not scared of Wemby, are you? No. You might not know what an alien is, but, yeah. Might need to stack a whole Lego tower full of Mr. Tops one by one. That would take multiple days to complete the Victor Wembanyama scale in terms of height there. There you go, buddy. Yep, Mr. Tops. Oh, yeah, he's got a big neck right now. Mr. Tops is flying high. Yep, he's showing you his wingspan. He is showing his wingspan right now, flying high. Good job, buddy. Great job, buddy. We're going to put back Mr. Tops the legend, and second half coming up in a couple moments, everybody. Stay tuned. Yeah, that'd be funny. Mr. Top should get a little Celtics jersey. We are back right now. Halftime, 55-50. Celtics by 5, Carly, in this game. Yeah, that fits perfectly. Celtics are right now last in the league in pace of play. And one of the best offenses and offensive efficiency in NBA history. Like a historically great offense what the Celtics have done. Them and the Denver Nuggets this season are the two top offenses going into this week in points per possession ever in NBA history. We'll see if that pans out for the whole 82 game regular season plus the playoffs for both of those teams. But yeah, Celtics have lit it up from the floor yesterday. They put in 125 points against the number 5 ranked defense in the entire league, being Toronto. This game it's been more of a defensive battle going on right now in this one, 55-50. The scoring started to pick up there, middle stage of the second quarter. Scoring started to pick up. Both of the teams started to hit their shots, but first quarter, it was a grind, 26-21 at the end of the opening quarter. It was even in the second quarter for the second quarter box, 29-29. Yeah, this has been a great game. Props out for Joe Mazzulla. If the Celtics win this game, this really puts them on notice for the entire world. This is an NBA title contender, and things are going to just keep on getting better. Once Jason Tatum comes back, we're looking at a championship in Boston. If Tatum's able to come back to form, I'd say that probably you're going to have to make a move for a big man. I think that's the only thing. And for what I heard is that for the Clippers, they don't want to move on from their center, Zubac, just yet. I would see that guy as the perfect fit for the Celtics team because of how efficient that he is inside the interior and him being a rim protector. And plus, Zubac broke out in the playoffs last year. I feel like a guy like that down low would be the perfect fit for the Celtics team that would help them out go very, very deep in the playoffs and win a championship. But right now, getting things done. Number 2 in the Eastern Conference, best team in the NBA for the last month, going to the Celtics right now. And this would really be a big victory tonight. If they're able to hold on and win this in the second half against the San Antonio team that's number 2 in the West, Celtics, number 2 in the East, coming off a back-to-back, it's impressive. Yeah, no problem. Welcome back in, Jeffrey. Right to left on the floor, Spurs with the basketball to start off the second half of action. Stephon Castle on the court with Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagnie, Luke Cornett, and De'Aaron Fox. Fox outside finds Barnes, takes the 3 with 7 on the shot clock, off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by the Celtics. Left to right on the floor for Boston to begin the third quarter. Peyton Pritchard, Neemias Queta, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Hugo Gonzalez, who made his second career start tonight in place of Sam Hauser, who is out tonight in this game. Step back 3 off the back rim, no good. Missed by White. Rebound secured by Fox. Fox at the top. Gets past Pritchard off the dribble. Jumper, 15-footer straight away off the back rim. Bounces in. Got the 3-point game now. What's good? We got Ward back in the stream. Junior, thanks for joining in. Fox up to 13. Top scored team for San Antonio. Only won the double figures today. White sidestep to his left at a 3. Laser beam from the perimeter as he lights it down from the top of the key. Derek White on fire tonight. 20 points, 8 for 15 shooting from the floor. Stephon Castle, bounce pass off to Champagnie, towards his left around the perimeter. Fox sends it back over to Castle, 10 on the shot clock, gets around the Cornett screen. Castle leaning forward, jumper, off the mark, no good. Cornett tried to do the classic tap back to the perimeter, went to his former teammate, though, Derek White, with a defensive rebound. Pritchard fires a bullet cross court into the hands to Queta. Handoff Brown. Brown weaves his way. Ball fake on top. Outside to Pritchard. Top of the key. Dribbles behind his back. Inside the key off the dribble. Fall away. Mid-block Pritchard off the back rim. No good. Rebound secured by Cornett. Spurs with possession here up the floor. De'Aaron Fox tees up a 3 straight away. Left it off the back heel too long. Queta with a box out secures the defensive rebound. Brown. Up the floor, bounce pass Gonzalez, turns the corner attack, slides it off to Queta, downhill to the cup with a left hand, soars up, scores the layup. 8-point lead for the Celtics. Neemias Queta working his way up right now to 9 points alongside 8 rebounds tonight. He's a plus 12 on the floor, top plus on the court out there alongside Jaylen Brown tonight. Champagnie off the Castle, corner 3 off the back rim, no good. Barnes snatched it, right hand rebound, goes up, missed the layup, was fouled though. And 2 free throws awaiting Harrison Barnes at the free throw line. I believe it's going to be on Queta here in the personal foul. It's going to be on Gonzalez. Check that. It's going to be on Hugo. Yeah, Queta got really close. Gonzalez, though, just picked up his 3rd. So foul trouble tonight looks like this. 3 by Gonzalez, 2 by Showerman, 1 each by Queta and Brown. Not many fouls at all in this game. Spurs, 2 personal fouls each by Champagnie and Harper. Everybody else with 1 or 0. First free throw was missed. Second one is made. 60-53 right now. 7-point game. White, mid-range, left it off the rim. Short Cornet collects the defensive board. Castle, kick out, corner, Barnes on a 3, off the back rim, no good. A rebound secure by Pritchard. They are just breaking everything. Celtics doing a great job just forcing them to kick out corner 3s, and San Antonio, just the inability to make a 3 has come back and haunted them right now on the floor. Spurs have it off the rebound. Champagnie, corner 3, no good off the back rim. Rebound secure by White. For the Celtics, you'll live with that all game long. Just stack the box, force them out to the corner. And San Antonio has yet to even adjust tonight. They just keep on hoisting up corner 3s, and they are missing all over the map. Leaner inside the key, 2 more. It is good, as that shot was able to be made by Jaylen Brown off the 13-foot pull-up. 19 right now for JB. Fox inside the key, buries the 2. Charlisa, welcome in. Cynthia, thanks for joining in. Celtics playing really well tonight. 7-point advantage under 8:20 left to go in the 3rd. Pritchard off the Queta screen. Pritchard, dribble drive, attacks the paint. Kick out, corner 3. Hugo Gonzalez, no good. Halfway down, skipped around the rim and out. Huge collision. De'Aaron Fox shoots right out of the pack. Crashes right into Derek White. And it's going to be charged to White, though, on a defensive foul. While White tried to take the charge, yeah, he couldn't do so. His feet happened to be moving. So, Derek White, defensive foul. That was close. He almost got his feet set, but they were just slightly moving. So, White picks up the personal foul. Victor Wembanyama re-enters the game. And Wemby is looking to see if he can get going right now in this matchup. Jordan Walsh on the floor as well. He has locked up Wemby so far in this matchup. Wemby just 5 points and 1 rebound. Just stunning that Wemby, tallest player in the league, has just 1 board. He takes on Jordan Walsh. Dribbles up, low block, puts up the shot over Walsh. Banks it home, up and in off the glass for 2. All right, here comes Victor Wembanyama. Watch out for the second half. Celtics going to have to play clean basketball. Jaylen Brown going wide off the dribble. Turn it over. It's going to be Spurs ball. This could be the turning point in this game. Victor Wembanyama comes off the bench. 1-on-1 matchup, taking on Jordan Walsh. Banks it, and then Jaylen Brown goes wide off the dribble. Near side corner, turns it over. Celtics have to play perfect basketball against the San Antonio team. 6 turnovers right now for Boston. San Antonio with 4. Barnes, lob off to Wemby. Takes on the Walsh. Top of the free throw circle. Jumper, 18-footer. He buries it. Oh my goodness. That is just unbelievable. Back-to-back buckets by Wemby. Michael Jordan-esque right there for him. Just pulls up off a turnaround. Contested J with 0 clearance out of space and nails it over Walsh. White, dish over to Gonzalez, or Garza, who scores inside the paint for the deuce. Celtics needed that one. Attacking downhill with Barnes. Barnes, no good. Left it off the rim. A rebound secured by Brown. Boston up the floor with the possession. Jaylen Brown, top of the key. Off a double team, gets the way to Garza. Garza down low, had an opening in the paint, swings it outside to Pritchard. Gonna look to give up the 2 for a 3 from the corner. No good, miss by Garza. Rebound secure by Ron Harper. 5-point game, under 6:40 left to go. Champagnie, kick out, corner, Barnes. Outside back to Champagnie at the wing. They work their way around the perimeter here for San Antonio. Wemby towards his right. Jumper over Garza. Fouled. 2 shots coming up on the free throw line for Victor Wembanyama. Tough shooting foul charged to Luka Garza as he is wondering about the call right now following the official. Victor Wembanyama with 2 free throws awaiting after this timeout as we head over to the first timeout in the third quarter. 6:27 left to go in the third as we head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. This has the makings to be a great game tonight. Right now we're seeing at 64-59, 6:27 left to go in the third quarter. 20 points by Derek White, 4 made threes, 8 for 16 from the floor. Jaylen Brown with 19 tonight. That's on 8 for 13 shooting, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for JB. Celtics going to get other players, though, to step up and produce offensively. Queta is the number 3 scorer, 9 points, 8 rebounds. Almost a double-double tonight for Queta. And Peyton Pritchard, though, not really been a factor tonight for him offensively. 4 points in 21 minutes. And then Anthony Simons, another guy that's been a strong offensive player off the bench, just 2 points in 11 minutes tonight. So those guys going to have to step up if the Celtics win this game. It's going to be Pritchard and also Simons off the bench who step up here in the remaining 24 and a half minutes of action. San Antonio with 15 points by De'Aaron Fox. Wemby almost up to double figures now scoring. Entered halftime with just 5. He's got 9 back-to-back buckets for him to open up the third quarter. Only played 13 minutes tonight for Victor Wembanyama. He's a +6. Dylan Harper's a +7. They got those 2+ guys on the floor. Celtics +11 when Queta's been out on the court. Jaylen Brown's been a +9, but the bench with Jordan Walsh a -7, Luka Garza a -6. Really good test tonight for the Celtics. Night 2 of back-to-back. Number 2 team in the league in the Western Conference. They're taking on San Antonio. Jaylen Brown, big time this year. Career high 49.9% from the floor. Number 6 in the NBA, averaging 29.6 points per game. Every single way this season, Jaylen Brown has proved that he can be the number 1 option for sure right now in the NBA. Yeah. I agree there, Tony. Celtics need their balance tonight. They got really good balance last night for them. They had 6 players in double figures. And tonight it's just been a duo. It's just been Brown and White who's been able to cover for them. It's kind of similar to, I think it was the one against the Clippers where those 2 guys went off. And then eventually other guys started to pick up buckets in the second half. But in the first half, why it was a close game is because Brown and White were the only 2 key contributors in that first half. And then the Celtics took off with everybody else stepping up. Free throws made at the line by San Antonio, 3-point game. They're 7 for 11 at the free throw line. If San Antonio is perfect, they're leading this game right now. They've left off 4 free throws off the board, trailing by 3. Celtics with a possession. Jaylen Brown at the wing of the perimeter, dribbles up, drives, watch out, going up at the sub. Got blocked by Victor Wembanyama, though. Loose ball, rolling past the baseline, out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Holy smokes, Jaylen Brown tried to throw a poster over Victor Wembanyama, got blocked at the top of the summit as Wemby soared up over the top of Mount Washington and denied Jaylen Brown, who could only soar up to Mount Shakora. Out of bounds, turnover charge to San Antonio. Holy smokes, that was a massive, massive block there by Wemby. 5th turnover to game of the Spurs. Celtics with 6. Celtics back with the basketball. Simons attacks downhill to the plane. Get that out of there. Wemby again. Oh my goodness. Smashes it on the block off of Simons' back shoe out of bounds. Back-to-back blocks by Wemby. San Antonio back with the basketball. The 7'6" monster has completely flipped the game all over. Wemby, no good, missed a shot. Jordan Walsh battling for the rebound. Loose ball foul attached to this charge to Dylan Harper. If you're joining in on the stream, what a game we got. Smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Victor Wembanyama. Couple monster blocks, 2 previous defensive possessions. Jaylen Brown at the wing of the perimeter. Switched guarded by Keldon Johnson, top of the key. Moves it off towards his right into the hands to Jordan Walsh. Brown to Walsh, Pritchard. Luka Garza, Anthony Simons, the 5 of the court. Jordan Walsh thought about pulling up off the off fake, drives right past Wemby, no good, missed the layup. Wemby collects the defensive rebound. That's only his 2nd rebound of the game right now for Victor Wembanyama. Johnson takes the 3 over Pritchard off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Garza. Pritchard. Up the floor, spin cycle, wing of the perimeter, takes on Johnson. Right baseline to the low block, back outside to the corner. Into the hands of Simon, slides it off towards his left to Brown. Jaylen Brown gliding at the left wing off the crossover, spin cycle, Brown elevates for the J. Deep 2, no good. Wemby there to secure the defensive rebound. Intensity right now is ramped up. Lob over the top of Wemby. Scores it, plus the foul. And one coming up at the free throw line. It's a 1-point game. San Antonio has just taken over with their defensive intensity during the previous 5 defensive possessions. Going up against one of the best offenses in points per possession in NBA history, being the Boston Celtics currently. Wemby with a chance to tie it up at the line. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Jeffrey. Hopefully Celtics able to pull this one off. Hopefully big win for the Patriots tomorrow. Ron, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. 13 points right now for Wemby. Starting to take over currently. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a battle. Free throw for the tie. It's good. 14 points now for Victor Wembanyama. 11-2 run by San Antonio in the last 4 minutes. Pritchard across the timeline. Hand off to Simons. On top finds Brown. Off the screen set by Garza. Brown outside on top. Garza pops up for a 3. Swash! Luka Garza. Bang, bang. Straight away from the top of the key. Sizzles the triple. 11 points currently for Garza. 3rd made 3 tonight. His over-under on made 3s tonight at just a half made 3. Harrison Barnes, lob to Wemby, takes on Sharman. That's a major mismatch. Wemby at the elbow. Wemby stepped through over Sharman. No good. Left it off the glass too strong. Garza secures the defensive rebound. Celtics with the basketball. Pass midcourt with Jaylen Brown. 3:50 left to go. Brown outside finds Pritchard. Pritchard off the up fake. Dribbles to the elbow. Bounce pass off to Brown. Bobble the corner. Turns it over. In and out of the hands of Jaylen Brown. Mental mistake right there by JB. You gotta squeeze it if you're Jaylen Brown. Squeeze the basketball. Make sure you receive it cleanly. And then go into a jump shot motion. Don't anticipate the bounce pass and just look away and miss it out of bounds. Turnaround jumpers made. That is good by Dylan Harper Jr. able to knock it down for the deep 2. Jaylen Brown, top of the key, looking for a better possession here. 27-15 bench points in favor of San Antonio. Showerman. Hand off to White. Baseline dribble. Runner had an opening. No good. Left it off the back rim too long. Harper collects the defensive rebound. Out of the pack with De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox attacking downhill. Blocked to the bounce by Derek White. Step for step, D. White. Making sure that he makes a defensive impact tonight. Big block out of bounds. First block of the game by Derek White. Second one as a team tonight for the Celtics. 3:08 left to go in the third. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Keita checks back on the floor. Victor Wembanyama heads out. Luka Garza heads out. Luke Cornett is back into the game. Shot is no good from the elbow by Keldon Johnson. 5 of the court look like this with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Neemias Queta, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, who missed the 3 straight away, Anthony Simons and Baylor Sharman. That's the 5 of the court currently for the Celtics. Keldon Johnson secured a defensive rebound, jumping the route, intercepting it. Sharman out to the races, throws it down with a 2-2 flush. And a timeout taken on the floor by the Spurs. Oh, what a burst of energy right there by Sharman. A pick 6 to the house. The football term for basketball right there for Baylor Sharman. Read the pass perfectly at the top of the key, jumped the route, intercepted it, dunked it home with a 2-hand slam. 3-point lead for Boston. 69-66, 2:43 left to go in the third as we head over to the timeouts. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. This has been an incredible game tonight. Jaylen Brown, 19 points. Derek White with 20 currently. How about Baylor Sharman off the bench making an impact? 4 points for him in 13 minutes. Perfect, 2 for 2. On the floor today by Sharman. That's huge. Just being able to make an impact like that, just so massive for a guy like Baylor Sharman coming off the bench. A +8 for him tonight on the court in 13 minutes. Luka Garza, he's been huge. 3 made threes, 11 points by Luka Garza. Yeah, these games have been awesome recently. Quick update on my upcoming schedule. I'm hoping to be back live probably Thursday for Celtics against Heat. I will not be live on Monday. I have a college basketball game this upcoming Monday, so I will not be live this upcoming Monday. And I get a bunch of games given to me for like college games for the winter and the spring, so I'm probably not going to be as live frequently for the next couple months until like playoffs start in May, and then hopefully I'll be live like every single day or so at the beginning of May. But yeah, I got like a fully packed schedule for late January, February, March, April, and then the final college game, unless there's playoffs, the final college regular season game I have is on May 2nd, and then if the teams do well in the spring for like softball, baseball, lacrosse, then they get into the playoffs, which is the following week after that. But yeah, I've been getting like a bunch of games and stuff, which is cool. I did a basketball doubleheader this afternoon, which was good. So a couple of college basketball games I did this afternoon. The women's team I covered snapped a 5-game losing streak. The men's team I did lost, but played a really good team. They played a team that ranked like top 20 in the country in steals per game, and yeah, they forced a bunch of turnovers. That other team did today. 69-66. What a battle here. 2:40 left to go in the third. Bounce pass sent from Harper to Cornette at the free throw circle. Handoff Johnson. Johnson circles around Keita inside the key. Outside finds Harper. Takes the 3 straight away off the rim. No good. A rebound secured by Keita. Neemias Keita almost a double-double. 9 points alongside 10 rebounds currently. Up to double digits in the rebound column. Brown on the floor with Keita, White, Simons, and Sharman. Jaylen Brown at the wing of the perimeter. Jumper, 15-footer. We get a foul as Keita got knocked down away from the basketball. It's on Keldon Johnson. No, I don't referee. I do broadcasting for college. So I work with a couple of schools for Division III and then Division I for a couple of colleges. So I'm on like different networks. I'm on Flow College or Flow. Yeah, it's Flow College for Division III, and then Division I, I have a couple of games on ESPN+. So I work with a couple of schools contracted with ESPN+. San Antonio with another foul reaching in that time. Pacers Heat. That game's gone final. Pacers beat the Heat 123-99. Andrew Nembhard finished with 29. Tyler Hero with 21. Great win for the Pacers. That's their 8th win of the season for them. Just 8-31. Celtics going to take on the Pacers next on Monday. Just like I said a couple minutes ago, I have a college basketball game I'm announcing that night coming up on Monday, so I will not be live. Yeah, I've been super busy. My full-time job, I work in radio production, as Jaylen Brown lines up a 3, knocks it down. 6-point lead for Boston. Yeah, my full-time job, they just got acquired by a new ownership group today, so that was happening today. So I think the positive sign out of that is because a lot of it was like a lot of like news talk for like national news and stuff like that. They're trying to incorporate local sports, so they want me to cover a lot of like the high school sports games coming up on the radio, so that's going to be pretty cool. White lobs off to Keita. Keita with a hook shot, missed off the mark, no good. Tipped around. White secures the offensive rebound. Brown in the corner, baseline dribble, double clutch went up, couldn't finish though at the rim. Spurs come away with a rebound. Up the floor, Stephon Castle, backdoor, huge rejection by Keita there with a block. San Antonio keeps in the court of play though. Fox mid-range, rattled out, no good on the jumper. Offensive rebound, back to Fox, shovel pass underneath. Cornette couldn't squeeze it, turned it over. From point-blank range underneath the hoop, Keita collected the steal. Neemias Queta doing it all right now. 9 points, 12 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal. Jaylen Brown, edge of the midcourt logo, 40 seconds left to go in the third. Brown, top of the key, a step back 3 in the air. He buries it. Bang, a bang, a bang, a bang. A Jaylen Brown, a rocket from downtown, able to nail a big-time 3. 6-point lead for Boston. Reach and foul charge to the Celtics with 33.3 seconds remaining. Jaylen Brown, absolute missile on a shot right there off the step back. 25 for JB. That got the whole crowd up on its feet. So they are over the limit for the Celtics. That's now the 5th as a team this quarter. San Antonio in the bonus. De'Aaron Fox, 2 free throws. First one got the bounce. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game. A Jaylen Brown, 25 points. Celtics are 5-1 this season on night number 2 of a back-to-back under Joe Mazzulla as a head coach all time. They're 35-11 on night 2 of a back-to-back. This is simply impressive. Celtics by 4. Derek White, past midcourt, 4-point game. Into the hands to Jaylen Brown. Edge of the midcourt logo takes on Stephon Castle. Brown towards his right off the Keita screen. Brown takes the 3. Off the rim, no good. A rebound ripped away by Fox. Up the floor finds Castle. 10 seconds left to go in the third. Into the hands to De'Aaron Fox. Defended by Shireman, top of the key, 5 seconds. Fox towards his right. Fox dribbles, attacks, jumper, low block. Fox swishes it. 1/10 of a second left to go. Full court shot by Shireman, left short at the buzzer. 12 more minutes of basketball remaining unless we have overtime, which we could tonight between these two teams. What a game. 75-73, number 2 in the East, Boston, up by 2 against number 2 in the West, San Antonio. Celtics without Sam Hauser, without Josh Minot tonight, and the Celtics are hanging in with the number 2 team in the West, which is also 3-0 against the top team in the NBA, Oklahoma City. 2-point game as we turn the page to the fourth quarter coming up. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What a game right now. Jaylen Brown, 25 points through 3 quarters. Derek White with 20. De'Aaron Fox, he has 19 in the game. 11 by Keldon Johnson. Wemby started to go off there in the third quarter. 14 points. Has played just 17 minutes tonight for Victor Wembanyama. He has 2 blocks. He had back-to-back possessions defensively where he recorded a block, and he started to take over this game. Plus 10 in the box, plus -4. Wemby. Everybody else is a plus, or Dylan Harper's a plus 9. After that, plus 4 by Lindy Waters, and then plus 2 by Julian Champagny. Everybody else is a minus for the box, plus -4 San Antonio. Neemias Queta, he has been huge. tonight for Boston. 9 points, 12 rebounds for Akeda. 20 minutes for him tonight, plus 12 on the floor. Jaylen Brown producing with 25, White with 20, Garza with 11. See, Pritchard tonight, he only has 4, and Simons has 2. They can still, there's still a fourth quarter that needs to be played, but Pritchard and Simons, those two guys really going to have to step up in the fourth quarter. If they do, Celtics going to win this game. Because also on the other side, we know Wemby is going to step up. He has just 3 rebounds this entire game, 14 points. He stepped up in the third. So I expect Wemby to just keep on taking advantage of his matchups here in the fourth quarter once again, once he gets back out. But Pritchard, Simons, once they get back out there, they got to start producing, because if not, then this game could flip its way in favor of San Antonio based on how Victor Wembanyama gave the Spurs energy. A couple big-time defensive possessions got this game to a tie game, and we go back and forth, back and forth. 44% by Boston, 39% by San Antonio. Celtics plus 4 in the glass, 40-36. Celtics with only 1 free throw made in this game, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. San Antonio 10 for 14. Simons at the wing of the perimeter, step back 3, straight away over Wemby, around the rim and out to rebound secured by Champagnie. Simons on the floor with White, Brown, Garza, and Sharman. The lob sent to Wembanyama. He takes on Sharman. Major mismatch here, one-on-one. Wemby outside on top, leaves it off for Kelly Olynyk, number 8 former Celtic from like a decade ago. Corner 3, Champagnie buries it. That cannot happen if you're the Celtics defense. Corner 3 off balance, almost stepped out of bounds on the furthest side of the far side corner. Champagnie made it. Brown launches the 3, no good off the mark. A rebound secure by Champagnie. This cannot happen if you're Boston. Champagnie, the guy who came up with a made 3, and the rebound blocked from behind by Boston up the floor. Jaylen Brown, Eurostep, backdoor, blocked by Wemby right back as San Antonio has possession back. Here goes Wemby with a jam, slicing his way past the entire Celtics defense. 78-75, a 5-zip run by the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, 7'6" tall, the ultimate game changer. Joe Mazzulla sees it automatically in the first minute and 16 of the fourth quarter as he has to burn a timeout. Yeah, I just brought up about Wemby's impact. He knows what's up in the fourth quarter. He's making shots Michael Jordan-esque like on the floor at one point in that third quarter. He is blocking shots left and right. Yeah, it's a video game cheat code with this dude. He's on another planet. 16 points, 3 blocks. He has the same amount of blocks as he does as rebounds. 3 blocks, 3 rebounds, 16 points in just 18 minutes tonight. Imagine if this was an NBA Finals game where it's Game 7. Hey, we're going to play you as much as possible. I know that you're the future of our franchise for like the next 15 years, but go out there, win the finals, make the impact like you've done all season. Holy smokes. If he is fully healthy throughout the entire playoffs, we could see this being the NBA Finals matchup, first of all. Spurs-Celtics, but if Victor Wembanyama is at full strength, full health throughout the playoffs, I mean, this Spurs team is going to be tough to beat throughout the playoffs. They're already 3-0 against the top team in the league, the Thunder. Like, we're seeing this automatic impact right now. He's only played 18 minutes tonight, and he scored 16 points. And it wasn't a good start for him. He had just 5 points going into halftime. Like, he has completely flipped this game. San Antonio allowed just 20 points in the third quarter. And right now it's a 5-zip run to begin the fourth quarter. San Antonio has outscored the Celtics 28-20 in the second half. And they're not even shooting the ball good from 3. If the Spurs had actual shooting on their team, if they had the shooters of the Denver Nuggets, they'd be blowing out the Celtics by 30. Right now they're 8 for 36 from 3. They're 22% from 3. I mean, holy smokes. This Spurs team's good. You get a guy like that he's just on another level compared to everybody else, that at the end of his career, he could win multiple championships. Yeah, he's gonna bring home multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. possibly upwards to 10 throughout his entire NBA career for this guy. If he stays healthy for a long duration of his career. It's been tough for guys his size to do that. But if he plays like he does and stays healthy, he could have upwards to 10 Defensive Player of the Year awards at the end of his career. 10.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Derek White with a possession, edge of the midcourt logo. Slides it cross-court off to Garza, into the hands of Brown, working on Wemby. Baseline dribble, outside finds White, catch and fire, 3 at the wing, a swoosh! It is made by Derek White, trifecta from the perimeter. 78-78, big response back for the Celtics, gunning a great sign on the Derek White tonight. 5 made threes for him. Fox, top of the free throw circle, 18-footer, sticks to Jay. Thanks for the update there, Packers 21-3. Wow. Yeah, Bears just came not prepared for their playoff game. That's unfortunate for them as the home team. Derek White at the wing, taking on Champagnie, slides it off towards his left. Simon, Sharman, White. Garza and Brown, the 5 of the court for the Celtics. White out to the corner off the Brown, 4 in a timer. Baseline dribble, Jaylen Brown towards his left. Jumper, fall away over Wemby. Missed off the mark, no good. Tipped up to San Antonio for the defensive rebound by Champagnie. Wemby, Champagnie, Fox, Kelly Olynyk, and Dylan Harper. That's the 5 on the floor currently. Missed 3 by Champagnie around the perimeter. Simons looking to get back in order. Outside finds Sharman with a 3. He cans the triple. Big time shot right there by Baylor. Sharman on a laser from the perimeter. 1 point lead for Boston. Approaching 9 minutes left to go. Celtics have been helped out with their perimeter shooting, 14 for 33 from 3. San Antonio just 8 for 37 from 3. Boston's doubling up the Spurs almost in perimeter shooting, 42% to 22% in the game. Missed jumper on a deep 2 by the Spurs. Derek White up the floor, up by 1 for Boston at the wing of the perimeter. White slows it down, working on the Wemby, 1-on-1, top of the key of White. White, spin cycle, dribbles up inside, up fake outside. Simons with a 3, a trifecta, he delivers. And for Simons, 3, baby. 84-80, 8:34 left to go in the fourth. San Antonio burns the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Wow, what a game we got here. 84-80 for the Celtics. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I just got the step back 3 highlight clip. Jaylen Brown over Wemby. That was sick from earlier today. I'm going to post that on social media here. Feel free to talk upon yourself right now, since we're on a quick timeout. Man, this has just been an incredible game. Okay, so I'm going to get back into action here in just a moment. 84-80. Wemby at the elbow. Handoff Castle outside. Olynyk pops up for a three straight away. Swishes it. We have a foul attached to this play as well. And it's going to be on the defense, I believe, on Shireman here. So Olynyk buried the three, and then extracurricular activity. Shireman got tangled up with Wemby. Shoved down Wemby underneath the hoop at the back end of that play as the three went down. And it will be a free throw here by Wembanyama. Free throw by Wemby. He ties it up. Able to drill the free throw. Celtics left to right on the floor. Derek White dribbles up to the low block. Outside finds Jaylen Brown. Brown attacks inside the paint. Kick out to the wing. Derek White launches the three. Skipped around the rim and out to rebound. Secure by Champagnie. Tie game. What a battle right now between these two teams. At the wing of the perimeter with Stephon Castle. Spin cycle working his way on Simons. Left off the glass too strong. White there to collect the defensive rebound. Simons on the outside finds Brown. Back to Simons on the way to the perimeter. Taken away though by Stephon Castle. Up the floor out to the races. Taken away right back by Derek White with a steal. They had a 1-on-3. San Antonio raced up the floor with a numbers disadvantage, and Derek White poked the ball loose from behind, collected the steal. Brown, runner, at the low block over Wemby, no good. The rebound got tipped from Olynyk to Wemby behind his back, eyes behind his head, somehow came away with a defensive rebound. ESPN Sports Center highlight reel stuff right there. Straightaway three for the lead. Castle, no good off the rim. Short rebound, secure by Garza. 7:10 left to go. What a game between these two teams right now as we got bodies colliding all over the floor. Brown crashes right into Olynyk, who picks up the defensive foul. Celtics looking for the inbound near side front court for Boston. And it looks like the mop crew will have to clean up a mess here on the floor. So a little bit of a brief stoppage in time here on the courts. Jaylen Brown off the inbounds. Jaylen dribbles up to the elbow, crossover, kick out to the corner. Shireman tees up a three. Got it! Trifecta from the perimeter by Baylor Shireman. 3-point advantage right now. Shireman, 7 big points off the bench for him tonight in this game. Harper, inside the key, jumper, mid-range, off the back rim, no good. Tipped up in the air, rebound control by Garza. Garza on the floor with Brown, White, Shireman, and Simon. Celtics with a possession. Brown comes off the screen set by Garza. Brown dribbles up, accelerates in the mid-block, bounce pass off to Shireman. Baylor Shireman around the top of the key, into the hands to White. 8 on the timer. Derek White working on Wemby. 1-on-1. Step back three in the air. Halfway down, rattled out to rebound. Secure by San Antonio. Dylan Harper lobs it off to Wemby. Off a double team. Lob off to the backdoor cutter. Finds Olynyk. Olynyk at the low block. Sends it on top of Wemby. Thought about the three. He'll take one. Contested over White. No good around the rim and out. Rebound secure by Shireman. Baylor Shireman playing big minutes in this game right now as we're down to 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Top of the key, Jaylen Brown. Brown launches a three straight away. Rattled out, no good. A rebound secured out of the pack here for Wemby. Wemby surges up the floor with a burst of speed. Wemby goes in at the low block. Wemby missed a shot off the mark. Rebound secured by the Celtics here. What a ball game. Approaching 5.5 left to go. Celtics going to slow it down. Derek White past the midcourt logo. White At the wing of the perimeter, he takes on Fox. A dribble, drive. Oh, he got a gap. Derek White scores. Up and it off the backboard. 5-point lead for the Celtics. Timeout on the floor taken by San Antonio. Derek White shot the gap. He got it. He scored a deuce. As we head over to another timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. This is going to be a quick 30-second timeout, I believe. What you guys are going to want to do, that highlight clip of Jaylen Brown's step-back 3 is over on my Twitter X page. I put that in the description of the video for my Twitter X, but also it's in the chat as well. So you guys are going to want to go over to that. I'm going to post a lot of those highlight reels at the end of this stream. So if you guys enjoy my highlight reels, I get a bunch of them that just flowed right in through Assist. A big shout out to the guys over at Assist. I'll see if I can even link that up here with you guys right now over at my Twitter with the clip currently. So there it is. That's my post. Feel free to follow me over on my Twitter at BehindTheArc14. That's where I post a lot of good highlight reel stuff of the games that I do. That will be put on a YouTube short after the conclusion of this game. Let's see if we can get that going as we get back into action. 5:20 left to go. Right to left on the floor. Make sure to give me a follow there over on Twitter if you guys would like. Top of the free throw circle with Luke Cornett. Cornett hands it off to Keldon Johnson. He's defended by Derek White. Wemby currently on the bench. A reach and foul charged to White around the perimeter. That's the second personal foul as a team right now for the Celtics in this fourth quarter. One by San Antonio for fouls in this fourth. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks for the dono. Really appreciate it. Our membership there for my man Joe. Really appreciate it, brother, the legend on the channel. Inbound for the Spurs. Wemby currently in the bench. Fox with a 3 straight away. Off the back rim, no good. Cato with a humongous rebound, soaring up, climbing the ladder. White will slow it down. Under 5 minutes left to go. We are in a crunch time game between these two teams. Derek White, baseline dribble. As the Spurs give a foul reaching in, the clock will stop with 4:49. NBA clutch stats. I've been referring back to the stats quite a bit. Inbound goes to Simons. Anthony Simons dribbles towards the wing of the perimeter. Cross-court feed. Finds Sharman and catch and fire. 3 left off the rim. Short rebound. Controlled in the corner by De'Aaron Fox. Celtics this season 18th in the NBA. 8-10 record in clutch time games for them this season. Baseline dribble. Johnson no good. Missed the first one. Get the putback on the second made shots. 86-89. 4:26 left to go in this one right now. San Antonio has been one of the best teams in clutch this season. 13-6 overall for them. Tied for third in the NBA currently in clutch games this season. There's an and one attached to this as well. Free throw is good. Yeah, San Antonio is actually fourth, 13-6. Tied for fourth with Toronto for the best teams in the clutch. Celtics at 20th, 8-10 in teams in the clutch. 89-87, under 4:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown at the top of the free throw circle. Brown dribbles up, inside the key, turns the corner. Brown, jumper, baseline, no good, left is short, tipped up in the air to Fox for the defensive rebound. Wemby still on the bench currently for the Spurs right now. The clutch time game, shovel pass underneath, Johnson goes up, late whistle as he gets fouled. Very, very late whistle. Derek White, the guilty party, picks up the shooting foul. Very late whistle there by the refs. Keldon Johnson soars up to the rim over White. Yeah, both of the arms collided together there. So referees got the call correct. I just posted in the chat. Feel free to check out my Jaylen Brown highlight clip, the step back three. That is posted in the chats. Got a lot more clips coming up for later tonight. Hopefully that will be posted later tonight. Wemby and Alien, JB MVP, oh my Wemby. Yeah, all those going to be posted tonight. Free throws are good. 89-88 right now. San Antonio, 13 for 18 at the free throw line. Celtics have only gone once to the free throw line, 1 for 2. In this entire game, the only trip was made by Keita. Top of the key for Derek White. White towards his right around the perimeter, 8 in the timer. He has made 5 threes in this matchup. Derek White towards his left for the shot clock, leaning forward on a 3 off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured onto the pack by Fox. 3.5 left to go. Champagny off the Fox around the perimeter. Fox turns the corner, dribbles, drives inside the key, back outside to the wing, leads the pass off to Harrison Barnes. 10 on the shot clock. Barnes dribbles, drives, a Euro step inside. Get that out of there. Huge block by Neemias Queta, soaring up with a swat. Celtics with the basketball. Queta, the human eraser, out on the floor. Brown, up fake, free throw circle outside Queta. Looking for an open teammate. Queta around the perimeter towards his right. Queta sends it off to Derek White. White, dribble drive, turns the corner, penetrates the rack, and he scores. Up and in with a layup. Celtics by 3, 91-88. Timeout on the floor, taken by San Antonio. 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter of action here, as we will head to the timeouts. What a game. Neemias Queta soaring up on the ladder, erasing the shot attempt by Harrison Barnes with a major rejection. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel, this is what we have here currently on the timeouts. Top players in this game. Jaylen Brown, big time for him today with 25. Derek White with 27. Neemias Queta, almost a double-double. 9 points, 13 rebounds. Second block of the night just a moment ago. Wemby with 17. 21 by De'Aaron Fox. 15 by Keldon Johnson. 10 by Champagny alongside 12 rebounds. Man, Queta's getting better and better every single game. Celtics break the timeout huddle, 91-88. I'm going to go with a U there to win the national championship. 2:50 left to go in the fourth. Feel free, give me a follow over my Twitter, @BehindTheArc14. I just posted that highlight reel clip a couple moments ago. A Jaylen Brown step back 3 in the first quarter over Wemby. A lot of great highlights are going to be posted on this channel via YouTube Shorts approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of tonight's game. We get back to action. 2:50 left to go. De'Aaron Fox picks up the basketball. Fox at the top of the key. Settles for a 3 straight away. Off the mark, no good. Put back dunk. It is scored by Luke Cornett with a slam. Former Celtic able to jam that one right down. Derek White crosses the timeline. 17-8 second chance points. Wemby is on the bench still. In a clutch game, trailing by 1. Wemby right now is on the bench. White with a 3, no good. Hit the bottom right part of the glass. Rebound ripped away by Keldon Johnson. Fox past the timeline. Fox, top of the free throw circle, off to Johnson for the lead on a 3. Nails it. 93-91. Joe Mazzulla with 2 timeouts remaining elects not to burn one. Celtics crossing the midcourt logo. Jaylen Brown. Edge of the midcourt logo now with it. Off the screen set by Garza. Brown glides up. Brown attacks the paint over his former teammate Luke Cornett. Scores with a left-hand layup. It's a tie game, 93-93. Right down to the home stretch in this one, folks. If you're new on the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a battle tonight between these two teams. Carly Fox inside the key, lost the dribble, taken away by Jaylen Brown. He did cross the baseline with it, though out of bounds. Great effort. Great effort by Jaylen. Just couldn't complete the steal in the court of play. So this will lead to a San Antonio inbound. Yes, backside was out of bounds to the baseline. 7 on the timer, minute 40 left to go in the fourth quarter. San Antonio at the baseline will inbound this basketball. De'Aaron Fox underneath the hoop, the inbound passer. Keita checks back on the floor as Wemby is back in the game for San Antonio. So 1:40 left to go. Wemby is back on the floor for the Spurs, and Baylor Sharman in a crunch time game, minute 40 left to go, tie scorer. He comes out on the bench. Lob gets sent over to Wemby. Wemby towards his right. Wemby, fall away jumper, got it to go. It is good for Victor Wembanyama. Wemby with a big time shot. Celtics at the wing. Derek White. Minute 25 remaining in action. Celtics looking for the answer right back. Finds Brown. A straightaway three for the lead. No good off the back rim. Tipped up to the corner. Rebound secured by De'Aaron Fox. What a ball game here. San Antonio up by 2 with possession. Fox approaching the final minute. Left to go in the fourth quarter. Fox towards the far side. Finds Wemby. Final minute left to go. Wemby pops up for 3 from the corner. No good off the rim. Misfired. A defensive rebound secured by Jaylen Brown. 50 seconds remaining. Brown had it up the floor. Take it away. Fox with a steal. Fox. Shovel past Champagnie. Up fake underneath over White. No good. Missed off the glass. Second chance. It's good. And it's a 4-point lead for San Antonio. Timeout on the floor taken by Joe Mazzulla. 40.5 seconds remaining. Celtics careless there with a basketball. San Antonio able to transition those points. Right there, able to transition the steal into a basket off the putback. A 2-on-1. Unbelievable game. Just the grit of the San Antonio Spurs, though. Celtics right with the number 2 team in the West, who are a perfect 3-0 against the Thunder. What a battle. Give me a 7-game series with both of these teams in the NBA Finals. Celtics going to have to make a trade for a big man so they can match up better in terms of the finals when it comes to matching up at least better with Wemby, even though it's impossible to stop this dude. Tonight, Wemby, 19 points, only played 26 minutes, 6 rebounds, which is not a lot for him. To his standards, 3 blocks for Victor Wembanyama. 4-point lead for San Antonio. Celtics will need a big basket coming out of this timeout huddle. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Still at 8 over till it's over. Right now, things not looking so hot for the Celtics. They were looking great throughout the course of this game. Led the majority of this game tonight, but Victor Wembanyama, when you put him back on the floor, he is a plus 14, been the ultimate game changer tonight. And turnovers, been an issue in late stretches of games, and you got to take care of the basketball there if you're the Celtics. Still haven't lost yet, still plenty of time. 40.5 seconds. You got to make a shot right here. Come up with a stop. Inbound goes to Sharman, playing late in the rotation off the White. Turns the corner drive. White gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Derek White at the line. It's charged to Luke Cornett with 37 seconds left. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. What a game. Two free throws coming up here at the line for Derek White. First one is good. Keita checks back into the game. It's Wemby and Cornett who are both on the floor together alongside Champagnie. That's the 3 guys in the frame right now. And then De'Aaron Fox, a 4th guy in the court frame. Derek White on the floor and Keita Sharman. 3 guys in the court frame for the Celtics. Second free throw is good by White. 2-point game, 37 seconds left. Jaylen Brown's on the floor as well. Champagnie's the 5th player for San Antonio. And then the 5th player for the Celtics is Pritchard. Past the timeline with De'Aaron Fox. 2-point game, 97-95 is a score right now. Scoreboard's got it wrong currently on my end. Wemby, jumper, swoosh. 99-95, 19 seconds left to go. Celtics cross the timeline. Jaylen Brown top of the key, needing a quick basket here. He will settle for a three. No good. Left it long. Tipped around. Offensive rebound. White on the three. Got it blocked by Cornette. And Derek White has to give a foul. That's the fifth one as a team. Luke Cornette, former Celtic, comes up big with a block for the San Antonio Spurs, denying his former teammate. Or that is Champagne who got a piece of that ball, and then it came down with Cornette. Yeah, it was Champagne who came flying in. Yeah, Champagne at first, and then Cornette came away with the basketball. Champagne with a huge rejection there. And Cornette ended up landing that ball in his hands, and now free throws at the line to ice it. And he missed it. First one missed, still gives the Celtics a chance. 99-95, 7 seconds left. Cornette missed the first one. Second free throw, critical one here. He buries it. 5-point lead. Celtics with an inbound. Final seconds left to go. Pritchard at the top of the key. Lost the handle. Got it back. Too little, too late. Time off the clock. This game's over. 100-95, a final score. San Antonio, late surge in the fourth quarter. Stuns the Celtics late. What a game between the number 2 teams on both sides. In the East and the West in the NBA, and it showed up tonight in this game. Holy smokes, what a ball game. Not the result that the Celtics were looking for. Step for step, they were right with the San Antonio Spurs. The Luke Cornette return game for San Antonio. Cornette made a free throw late to put his team up by 5, finished with 5.7 rebounds. Victor Wembanyama, though, second half took over, 21 points. Not many rebounds by his standards. Finished with just 6. He had 3 blocks. Completely flipped this game up on his head. Finished as the top plus in the court tonight. A plus 14 for Wemby. And completely flipped this game in favor of San Antonio. Celtics led by 29 points by Derek White. 27 by Jaylen Brown. Keita almost a double-double. 9 points, 13 rebounds. Garza with 11. Sharman with 10. Pritchard measly just 4 points for him tonight for Peyton Pritchard. If he steps up, Celtics are going to win this game. If Peyton Pritchard produces like he did last night, tough game tonight by Pritchard. But yeah, this is a really challenging opponent. And the Celtics gave San Antonio all they could handle, but in the end, the Spurs just too good at the ends. And there's a reason why this San Antonio Spurs team is going to compete for multiple NBA championships with a healthy Victor Wembanyama. 40-36 points in the paint in favor of San Antonio. San Antonio did not shoot well from 3. 10 for 44 from 3, and they won this game despite shooting 23% from 3. Really goes to show how good this Spurs team is, and this team is just so good defensively. Smash mouth, defensive type of team. 4 blocks as a team, 3 of those by Wemby, completely flipped the game in the third quarter when he put together back-to-back blocks on the defensive side of the floor. And man, I would love to see both of these teams match up in the NBA Finals. Celtics can get there if they can make a trade for a big man, like a guy like a Visa Zubac. They could get there. They could represent the East. It's wide open out in the Eastern Conference. Even if they don't swing in a trade, they get Jason Tatum back. It's still wide open in the Eastern Conference with not so much of in terms of playoff experience by Detroit, and then the Knicks are usually the Knicks when it comes playoff time or so. And if the Celtics are still ahead of the Knicks, number 2, and the Knicks are number 3, who knows by then if the Knicks will have figured it out in road games for them. Because they've been terrible in road games this year for them. So the East is completely wide open, but if you want to win a championship this year, compete with San Antonio, which this Spurs team with a healthy Wemby, they can win the championship. And they have shown they have won 3 times already against OKC. Man, there's just another level. And the Spurs showed it in the second half tonight. Outscored the Celtics in the second half. 51-40. Outscored them by 11 in the second half tonight. Allowed the Celtics to score just 40 points. Naja player, really appreciate the dono. You guys, the legends in the channel tonight. Thanks so much for the dono, brother. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Thanks all for joining in tonight. I will not be live on Monday for the Celtics Pacers. I have a college basketball game coming up on Monday. Next stream will probably be on Thursday. Celtics against Heat next week, so feel free to join in next Thursday for my next stream. Thanks all for joining in, and we will close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We have Jason, John, Michael, Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, Anijah Player, Norma Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, and Owl on the Prowl. Thanks for joining in for this one tonight. San Antonio powered their way by a 51-40 second half advantage to win this game. Locked the Celtics down defensively. Celtics at the top of the NBA in points per possession per game this season, and San Antonio limited Boston to shoot just 41% from the floor. Victor Wembanyama, big reason why in the victory tonight for the Spurs. 100-95, the final score. San Antonio wins. Tough one for the Celtics tonight. Went up against a potential NBA Finals champion this year with a healthy Victor Wembanyama. Thanks for joining in. What a game, everybody. It's number 2 in the West, number 2 in the East. Congrats out to San Antonio. That was a really good game tonight. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.